crafters, it's Chris from Crafts with Chris, and today we're going to make this super cute card. I love the front of this and I love how cute it is, but I think my favorite is the inside. I just love how this turned out on the inside. So we're going to make this today. So our stamp set today we're using is the Spooktacular Bash, and there's all kinds of goodies included in that suite. Some of the products that we're using today are in that suite, so I'll leave all that information in the video description. So for our cardstock today, you will need a piece of basic black. This is cut A2 size, so it is 5.5 by 8.5, fold at 4 1/4. You also will need a piece of gray granite. This is measured 5 1/4 by 4. As you can see, it was run through the Stylish Scrolls folder. You also will need a piece of basic gray to cut 2 of the ornate frames out of. So you will be using this frame to cut those out. Also, we'll need 2 pieces of Whisper White. One measures 5 1/4 by 4, that's for the inside, and then a scrap piece so we can do some stamping. You also will be using the ornate frame dies. These you can bundle with the stamp set and receive 10% off. There's also a Monster Bash suite that you can purchase. This is still 10% off. The ink colors today will be Real Red and Memento Tuxedo Black. So I'm bringing in both the pieces of Whisper White. The first piece we're going to stamp on is your scrap piece. You're going to stamp with Memento. And I'm using the little Dracula guy to stamp out first. I'm using Memento because I am going to color with some Stampin' Blends. So if you want to do a water-based coloring method, you would want to use the Tuxedo ink. Then I'm going to bring in the little mummy guy, and we're going to stamp him next. Then I'm going to set this aside for a second, and I'm bringing in So Glad We're Such Ghoul Friends, and we're going to stamp that in the middle of your piece of Whisper White that goes on the inside of your card. So you're going to want to bring in Have a Spooktacular Halloween in Real Red and stamp that down. As you can see, I already did that when the camera was not rolling, so just go ahead and stamp that on your scrap piece of paper. So you're going to go ahead and bring in your die cutting machine. You're going to cut these out, and also you want to go ahead and emboss your gray granite and make sure you cut out your 2 ornate frames with your basic gray. So I'm bringing in my mummy and my Dracula, and I'm going to use some Stampin' Blends to color them. So I'm using Real Red on the Dracula. I'm just going to color in his little shirt. I'm going to color the mummy here, and I'm using light and dark smoky slate. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just go and kind of not really color, leave some of the white showing, just kind of make little marks in there. I'm bringing in the dark smoky slate, and I'm just going to go and touch on some of these lines in here. Now I'm going to bring in the light and dark Mango Melody, and I'm just going to go ahead and color the outside of the frames in. So I'm bringing in the Monster Bash Designer Series paper, and I'm going to cut one of these frames out with 2 characters in it, and that we're going to glue on the inside of our card. Now we're going to bring in all our pieces and start to assemble this card. So you want to give your card base a fold and give it a good crease. We're going to apply our Stylish Scroll design to the front. Then you're going to bring in your frames, and we're going to glue our mummy and our Dracula to them. I'm bringing in the new black dimensionals, and I'm going to put a few of these on the back side, and we're going to pop these up on the front. So we're just going to pop these up right on the front, and we're going to kind of offset them. Then you're going to bring in your Have a Spooktacular Halloween. You're just going to put some snail adhesive on it. And this is going to go on the front of the card. With this card here that I did previous, I took my Stampin' Blend and I went around the outside just to give it a little definition. This one I decided not to. So that's the front of the card. So now on your inside, you're going to take your little picture that you cut out. We're just going to glue this to the inside of the card here. You're just going to put it above So Glad We're Such Ghoul Friends. I just love that. I think that's so cute. And then we're just going to apply this to the inside of your card. So isn't that so cute? Hope you guys enjoyed. I'll leave all the information in the link of the video, all the supplies that were used.